What's up guys, hope you're having a good day. In this video I want to talk about how bad the judging in the UFC has been recently, because every weekend it feels like there's one or two fights where when the scores are read out at the end of the fight we're all left wondering how the hell did the judges score the fight in favour of that person. Clearly they've got it wrong, and yet nothing is being done about it. Every single weekend we're seeing fighters have their careers derailed, we're seeing win bonuses taken away from fighters. In the past, in the case of guys like Roque Martinez when he lost to Josh Parisian, they're even getting released from their promotion after losing bad decisions. They're even losing their job, and yet nothing's getting done about it. There's no accountability for the MMA judges. They can continue to score fights incorrectly, and it affects these fighters' careers, their livelihoods, the money they earn, and their abilities to provide for their family. It's an absolute disgrace, and we need to start talking about it more. So I've been thinking about doing these videos for a while now, where after every event we go over some of the scorecards and some of the fights to talk about how bad some of these scores were, how unjustified they were, how potentially corrupt and broken the scoring of particular fights are. And let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to do these videos after every single event, because it is starting to really get to me how bad some of the decisions are that we see in the UFC at the moment. As a professional gambler that earns my living from betting on MMA, bad decisions make up a pretty decent percentage of my losing bets. It costs me a lot of money every month when I'm taking losses on bets that I should have won. So it's incredibly frustrating for me, but I also feel very, very bad for the fighters who have, like I say, their careers set back, they don't get their win bonuses. It's a problem that needs to be fixed, and not enough energy is being put into fixing it. So just by making these videos, it's just kind of my way to contribute towards the discussion, raise awareness around the huge problem that we've got in MMA at the moment around really, really bad judging. And hopefully, if we all talk about it, if we all keep, keeping it, a big point of discussion, something eventually will hopefully be done about it, or at the very least, hopefully it'll get a little bit better. So if you want me to do these videos every week where I go over some of the fights and how badly they've been scored, leave a comment below, let me know, and I will maybe start to do more of these. I did do one of these before. If you go on YouTube and you type in Sal D'Amato, you can see that I did make a video about a year ago on the TJ Dillashaw Corey Sandhagen decision, which was another really bad decision. So yeah, if you want me to do more of these videos, let me know. Because just last weekend we all watched the fight between Frey and Vanessa Demopolis, where it seemed pretty clear that Frey won that fight 29-28. Frey won the first and third rounds, relatively clear, and then when the scores are read out at the end of the fight, somehow the judges have scored the fight in favour of Vanessa Demopolis, which doesn't make any sense. As you can see, the vast majority of people in the MMA media scored this for Frey. But what's even more alarming about this particular fight is that one judge, Jerin Valel, scored the fight 30-27 in favour of Vanessa Demopolis, scoring every single round for Vanessa Demopolis. If you go back and watch the fight, it's impossible to score the first round for Demopolis. She barely did anything, so how do you give her round one? In situations such as this, where I see a scorecard as bad as Demopolis 30-27, for me the only logical explanation is that the judge must have mixed the names up wrong. He must have thought that Frey was Vanessa Demopolis, and so he probably meant to score the fight 30-27 for Frey and got it wrong, mixed the names up, and then when the fight was over, maybe didn't have the strength, the balls to kind of hold his hand up and say, I made a mistake. How else do you justify a 30-27 in favour of Demopolis? It just doesn't make any sense. Last month, we had an equally bad decision on the fight between Jeff Molina and Zhalgas Zhumagulov. In actual fact, I think this decision was even worse, because Zhumagulov was a lot more dominant in this fight than Frey was against Vanessa Demopolis. I actually lost money on this fight. I bet Zhumagulov, and as you can see again, the vast majority of MMA media scored the fight for Zhumagulov, but once again, one judge had the fight 30-27 Molina, which if you go back and watch the fight, it's an impossible scorecard. There's no way you can score this fight 30-27 Molina. Anthony Manes, I don't know a lot about this judge, but It's a truly, 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 truly awful scorecard, and it either reeks of extreme corruption or extreme incompetence. You know, maybe even a clerical mistake where, again, he may have mixed their names up. I don't know what the hell happened here, but it's impossible to score this fight 30-27 Molina. And take a look at this. This is posted by a guy called Strong and Jacket on Twitter. Take a look at this video where, look at the body language of these fighters when these scores are read out. Just take a look at Jeff Molina and how he reacts. So when the scores are being read out, look at this, man. When the announcer reads out the score of 30-27, Jeff Molina on the left here knows that it's impossible to score the fight 30-27 in his favour because he didn't win all 3 rounds. And so as soon as he hears 30-27, he walks away disappointed because he knows that there's no way he's won this fight if one of the judges has got a 30-27, because it's impossible to score the fight 30-27 for him. Look at this.
30-27 for your winner by split decision.
Look how he reacts. And then look how surprised he is. How crazy is this? He knows he's lost. You know, look how bad this decision is. Look how bad this decision is. When the fighter knows they've lost the fight, it shows how bad that decision is. Really, really bad. So I've wanted to make these videos for a while. I'm thinking about doing them at the start of every week, where we go over some of the decisions we saw on the past past event. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below if you'd like me to do more of these videos, because like I say, the judging at the moment is costing me money, man. A decent percentage of my losses come from bad decisions. And, you know, take myself out of the equation and my own personal circumstances, I just feel so bad for the fighters, you know. They work so hard. They dedicate their lives to this. They're reliant on those win bonuses. You know, obviously a fighter gets double their pay if they win the fight in the form of a win bonus. So they make all these sacrifices. They go through training camp. You know, they move away from their families a lot of the time. You know, they sacrifice, you know, spending time with their loved ones. You know, they're on really restrictive diets. And they put everything into these fights only for 3 idiots at cage side to, you know, rob them of a win. And it's not fair, man. It's absolutely not fair. A huge problem that I have with the MMA community in general is that a lot of people don't care that much about bad decisions so long as the fight was close. Whenever you see a bad decision in MMA, there will always be people that try and justify that decision by saying that it was a close fight. But for me, that's a really lazy, disrespectful view on the topic of MMA judging, because this is supposed to be the Super Bowl of mixed martial arts, right? The UFC is supposed to be the Super Bowl of mixed martial arts. It is supposed to be the highest level of mixed martial arts, the creme de la creme, the top of the food chain, the highest level you can get. And because of that, we should be demanding excellence. The judging in the UFC should be world class. It should set the industry standard across all combat sports. It should be the highest of the high and the best of the best. And MMA fights are not difficult to score. They're really easy to score. We've got the scoring criteria here, which we'll go through in a moment. But MMA fights are incredibly easy to score. Even when fights are very, very close, using this criteria, they're usually pretty easy to score. So there's very, very, very rarely excuses for bad decisions. Just because a fight is close doesn't mean it should be scored incorrectly. You know, it's the equivalent of, say, for example, a football match. If Manchester City are playing Liverpool and Liverpool absolutely destroy Man City throughout the game, and they've got all the possession, all the attempts on goal, they've dominated, they've looked incredible, but Man City score against the run of play, they nick a goal out of nowhere but don't play that well. If Man City win the game 1-0, they win the game. That's the score. It doesn't matter that the game was competitive. It doesn't matter that it was close. There's a way to determine the winner by the score. And that's why we have the scoring criteria. It doesn't matter how close or competitive a fight is. Ultimately, there's a scoring criteria in place to determine who wins. And if you follow the scoring criteria, it doesn't matter how close a fight is. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be able to determine who should win pretty clearly. And there shouldn't be too much debate over it. Occasionally, you get razor close fights, which are very subjective, and they leave this scoring criteria open to interpretation. But as someone that does this for a living and has to know this scoring criteria inside out, those fights are very few and far between. And what's super interesting is obviously John McCarthy is a commentator for Bellator, and he was responsible for creating the scoring criteria in MMA, which we're going to go through in just a moment. And he actually throws his scores up for Bellator fights in between rounds. And what's interesting is I use the official ABC rules scoring criteria to score MMA fights, and so does John McCarthy because he created it. And what I can say is 95% of the time, maybe, when I'm watching Bellator, I always score fights identically to John McCarthy. It is very rare that I will disagree on how a round should be scored from John McCarthy. And the reason why we both score fights in exactly the same way is because we're working off the same criteria. The reason why we see so many bad decisions in MMA is because people aren't using the criteria. They don't understand how to score fights correctly, and that's why you get people justifying bad decisions because the fight was close, but they're not scoring the fight in the correct way. So most of you will know what this criteria is. Most of you will know how to score fights correctly. So we're just going to go over it very quickly, because what we're going to do next is watch the fight between Mateus Gamrot and Arman Tsarukyan to take a look at if the decision in favour of Gamrot was justified. Because when I watched this fight live, I felt that it was a very dominant performance from Arman Tsarukyan. I felt that he won the fight very clearly, and I felt that it was an absolute disgraceful robbery and a completely unjustified decision. I don't see any way, or didn't see any way, that you could score the fight for Gamrot. And after the fight ended, I went online expecting to see everyone completely outraged by this decision. And yet I was really surprised actually to see a lot of people scoring this fight for Gamrot and saying it was a close fight. So I'm looking forward to watching this fight back for the first time now with you guys. We're going to watch it together to see if I was wrong, right? This felt like a very dominant performance from Tsarukyan, but we're going to watch it back, see if I was wrong, see if there is a case for Gamrot winning this fight. And we're going to go off the criteria to score the fight round by round to see if it was as bad of a decision as I thought it was at the time. So I hope you come along with me on that journey to do that. As you can see, the majority of people in the MMA media did score the fight for Tsarukyan, but for some crazy reason, the judges didn't. But maybe I got it wrong. Maybe Gamrot did win the fight. So we're quickly going to go over how MMA fights are scored. So the way MMA fights are scored is that there is a tier system, an A, B, C tier system, where you score effective striking and grappling as the first priority. So when you're looking at an MMA fight, all you're doing is focusing on the effective striking and grappling, and that's the only thing you consider. You don't consider aggression, cage control, or anything. You simply look at who is the more effective or striker in this contest. If you can't determine who is the more effective striker or grappler in that contest, as a result of the action being so close and competitive, which is very rare that should be the case, you should then go to the second scoring criteria, which is aggressiveness. You see, if you can't determine who's the more effective striker or grappler because the fight's so close, you then score based on who is more aggressive, who's leading the dance, who is the hammer, who's the guy taking the fight to their opponent. And even after then, if it's a crazy back and forth war, which is really even, both guys are going for it, neither guy's really controlling the action, then you go for cage and ring control. But it's really interesting here that in the scoring criteria, this says that scoring a round based on cage and ring control should be an extremely rare occurrence. We can see that cage and ring control should only be needed when all other criteria are 100% even for both competitors. And it says there should be an extremely rare occurrence because realistically, how often do you see a fight where there's no way that you can gauge who has had the more effective striking or grappling. There's just no way, right? It's very, very rare that it is 100% even, and it says that it should be 100% even in the criteria to start using cage and ring control. And then it gives some definitions as to what effective striking and grappling is, what you should be looking for, effective aggressiveness, things like that. This is a really, really significant line in the scoring as well, where it says legal blows that have immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute towards the end of the match, with the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative impact. So this is why we always talk about how the action at the end of the round is a lot more important than the action leading up to the end of the round, because immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So if you've got a guy kind of chipping away at their opponent and outworking them for the first part of a round, but then their opponent finishes the round stronger, that immediate impact towards the end of the round will outweigh the cumulative work that done up until that point. So that's why you see a lot of rounds scored in favour of the guy that finished the round the strongest, and why we talk a lot about the importance of fighters finishing rounds strong. Then goes on to say that successful execution of takedowns, submission attempts, reversals, and the achievement of advantageous positions that produce immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute to the end of the match, with the immediate weighing more heavily than the cumulative impact. And that just reiterates what we're saying. But as you can also see here, it says top and bottom position fighters are assessed more on the impactful, effective result of their actions more so than their position. So what that means is, if you score a takedown or if you hold your opponent against the cage for a little bit, unless you do something with that, it's not going to score that highly. Unless you attack with some submissions or do some damage on the ground, it's not enough to just hold your opponent in a certain position, because that's tier 3 of the scoring criteria, right? That's cage ring control. We're scoring on effective striking, effective grappling. If you're kind of just holding on to your opponent in a certain position and stalling and not achieving very much, that's not effective, right? It's all about the result of their actions. And if there's no result because they don't achieve a dominant position, they don't attack with a submission, they don't come to close to ending a fight, shouldn't mean anything. And you can then see right at the bottom, it says this criteria will be the deciding factor in a high majority of decisions when scoring a round. The next two criteria must be treated as a backup and used only when effective striking and grappling is 100% equal for the round. This is super, super, super important. Now it says aggressively making attempts to finish the fight. The key term is effective. Chasing after an opponent with no effective result or impact should not render in the judge's assessments. This is absolutely huge. A lot of people make the mistake of scoring, takedowns or clinch control when there's no end product, right? If there's no end product, it says that without no effective result, with no impact, it should not render in the judge's assessments. This is a really important factor to take into consideration, because a lot of the time when people score fights wrong, it's because they've scored based on control or takedowns or something like that. But the scoring criteria clearly states, unless there's some kind of effect from that, the judges shouldn't consider it that highly. So what we're now going to do is watch this Tsarukyan versus Gamrot back together to see, who should have won this fight. We're going to go through it round by round, score the fight together round by round, and we're going to see if it was a good decision or not. So I invite you to do this with me, man. Bring it up on Fight Pass. Everyone should have a Fight Pass subscription. It's amazing value for money. I don't know exactly how much it costs. I think it's something like $10 a month, something like that. But what we're going to do is watch this together. We're going to sync every round up using this countdown clock, and I want you to watch along with me. So right now, go pull Fight Pass up, get to the very start of that first round, and I'm going to hit start on this countdown clock, and we're going to watch every round together and score this fight round by round based on the scoring criteria that I've just shown you, to see if this decision in favour of Gamrot was a good decision or not. So let's start. I'm going to pop this countdown clock just by there, and we're going to get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go, and the countdown clock is up as well, because I'm going to have to obviously blur this out for copyright reasons. So here we go. First round, Gamrot Tsarukyan. I'm going to talk you through what I'm seeing, what is happening, and how this fight should be scored based on the criteria to work out if this was a good decision or not. So a bit of a feeling out process at the moment, very early into the fight. You can see good striking defense there from Gamrot, just staying out of a range where Tsarukyan's shots could land. Beautiful deep double leg takedown there from Tsarukyan, but excellent sprawl from Gamrot to clear his legs and make sure that Tsarukyan's not able to get in on his legs and hips there. Gamrot returns the favour, shooting in on a single leg here, but brilliant balance from Tsarukyan. Gamrot gets nowhere near a takedown, and that is a completely neutral grappling exchange. Neither guy achieved anything with those positions, so it doesn't really score. We're a minute into the fight, neither guy's ahead yet, very even. Neither guy's really landed anything, and neither guy's achieved anything with their takedowns. So again, feeling out process, both guys finding their range here. Good footwork and movement from Gamrot. All of Tsarukyan's shots are falling short at the moment. Gamrot goes for another single leg, doesn't get near it. Good takedown defense there from Tsarukyan. So that was the first clean shot that landed. Outside leg kick from Tsarukyan. Slightly buckled the leg of Gamrot. And a follow-up body kick from Tsarukyan as well. So Tsarukyan's slightly ahead here with those two kicks that he landed. Gamrot hasn't really got going yet. And Tsarukyan's still very much finding his range as well. A nice long straight jab there from Gamrot, but Tsarukyan just slipped it. Nice outside leg kick from Gamrot, but then Tsarukyan caught the kick, turned it into a takedown. So Tsarukyan working hard to tie the legs up of Gamrot now and working to take the back. He's got control of the legs, but Gamrot's doing a really good job of trying to slip his legs out from underneath Tsarukyan so he can use the cage, the wall walk back up to his feet. So Gamrot tries to roll for a leg now, uses that scramble to pop back up to his feet. And again, Gamrot looks to roll out of that position by going for a leg. And now Gamrot tries to get to the body lock. He's got the body lock now, up against the cage. Crazy action here. And you can see Tsarukyan's just trying to turn into Gamrot, get that underhook in play on the right side. He's got an overhook on the left side. But neither guy is achieving anything with this grappling. And they disengage. So that was a very even grappling exchange where again there was no effect, there was no impact from that grappling. Both guys tried to obtain dominant positions, neither guy achieved it. Tsarukyan got the takedown, but Gamrot quickly popped back up to his feet. Gamrot got to that cage control position off the body lock, but didn't do anything with it. So again, that was a completely neutral grappling exchange where neither guy really scored. So a minute and 45 left to go in this round. Tsarukyan is a little bit ahead because of some nice kicks that he's landed, but at the moment this round is pretty close. And this round is definitely still up for grabs. Whoever finishes this round stronger in this final minute and 35 seconds is going to be able to win this round. So we'll see what happens in the final minute and 35. Remember what the scoring criteria says. Immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So whoever does better in this final minute and a half of the round in such a competitive round can put big money in the bank. Nice inside leg kick there from Tsarukyan. Nice outside leg kick from Tsarukyan. This very nice body kick. That body kick's probably one of the cleanest strikes to land in this round. And you can see Gamrot take a big deep breath after that body kick landed. So that did affect him. But this round is quite close. It's quite competitive. But you've got to have Tsarukyan ahead. He's landed the cleaner, harder strikes. He neutralised Gamrot's grappling. And he's finishing the final portion of the round stronger, which is the business end of the round. Gamrot came forward there through a nice looping right hand, but Tsarukyan did a good job of slipping back and just staying out of a range where it could land. And again, slips that leg kick from Gamrot. Gamrot's jab falls short. So 30 seconds left to go. Tsarukyan's slightly ahead in this round. Not a dominant round by any means, but a round that is pretty clearly for Tsarukyan. So 20 seconds left to go. Again, that right hand from Gamrot falls short. And to try and put his stamp on the round, Tsarukyan changes levels, hits a double leg. But again, doesn't achieve anything with the takedown. Doesn't achieve anything with his grappling. But because Tsarukyan has outstruck Gamrot in this round, ending the round in that position, only seeks to put Tsarukyan's stamp on that round. So pretty clear round for Tsarukyan. Not a dominant round by any means, but again, goes back to what I was saying earlier in the video. It doesn't matter whether the round is close or not. Just because a round is close doesn't give you an excuse to score the round incorrectly. That was a close competitive round, but Tsarukyan clearly edged Gamrot because he outstruck him, and Gamrot didn't achieve anything with his grappling. So round 1 should be pretty clear for Tsarukyan there. Let me know in the comments below how you scored round 1, and of course sync up round 2 for me, because we're about to get round 2 going, which starts at 2 hours, 47 minutes and 50 seconds on Fight Pass. I'll also put a link to this fight in the description below, so you can find it easily. But anyway, let's get round 2 going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's get it going. Here we go. Oh, where's my thing gone? Where's my thing? We're going to be a little bit behind, but it is what it is. Couple seconds behind, it's no biggie. So here we go into round 2. So Tsarukyan's up 1 round. You can see Aaron Bronze today has got round 1 for Tsarukyan as well. So Gamrot coming out aggressive at the beginning of this round, but Tsarukyan managing to back up, circle away from Gamrot's power strikes. Tsarukyan's doing a really good job of making Gamrot miss in the early stages of this fight. Gamrot really didn't land very much in round 1. He's having a lot of trouble landing on Tsarukyan in round 2. I'm guessing that's how Gamrot starts to have more success as this fight progresses, because as Tsarukyan starts to get tired, his footwork isn't going to be as good. He's going to become a little bit more flat-footed as he gets tired, doesn't have the energy to circle away from Gamrot, and that'll make it easier for Gamrot to land on him. But at the moment, you can see Tsarukyan is doing a great job of making Gamrot miss and just chipping away at Gamrot. Hammered Gamrot with another one of those nice big body kicks there. So because of that body kicks landed, Tsarukyan's slightly ahead in this round at the moment, but we're only a minute in. Again, you can see Gamrot struggling to land on Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan doing a good job of making him miss in that exchange. But a very close competitive start to this round again. Again, you can see Gamrot's shots are just all falling short. When he's coming forward and blitzing Tsarukyan, Tsarukyan's just easily backing up and circling away. Now, Tsarukyan hasn't landed very much in this round, but he is doing a pretty good job of making Gamrot miss. You can see Gamrot is having a really tough time landing, even with that long looping left hand that he just threw. It fell short. It kind of landed on this area of Tsarukyan, and then Tsarukyan follows it up with a big body kick, another big body kick. That's the 3rd big body kick that Tsarukyan's landed in this round. So the first 2 minutes of round 2, Tsarukyan is decently ahead here and lands a nice left hook there as well. Both guys stood right in front of each other in boxing range. They both let their hands go. Gamrot misses everything, and Tsarukyan catches him with a clean left hook. So this is a good round for Tsarukyan. He's starting to overwhelm Gamrot a little bit with his diversity of attacks. Hammers the outside right leg of Gamrot and now shoots a single leg. Great takedown defense from Gamrot though. You can see he's just giving Tsarukyan that single leg while he punches Tsarukyan in the face, and now both guys are back up. So midway point of the round, that takedown obviously doesn't score. Tsarukyan didn't achieve anything from it. There was no end product, and this is a good round for Tsarukyan. Those 3 big body kicks that he's landed have been pretty significant. Nice outside leg kick there though from Gamrot. And Tsarukyan returns with an outside leg kick, but didn't have as much impact on it as Gamrot's. So nice deep double leg takedown there from Tsarukyan, but look how Gamrot uses that whizzer, that overhook, to stuff it. And now both guys in a 50-50 position where Gamrot has the stronger overhook, but Tsarukyan has the better angle to take the back. Very, very 50-50 position here. You can see Tsarukyan slips his left arm out and they're both back up to their feet. So again, a neutral 50-50 position, which neither guy really scored in. So Tsarukyan's still winning this round based on those heavy body kicks that he's been able to land, because obviously we're scoring in favour of his effective striking when, you know, there's been no effective grappling to score. Gamrot steps in with a nice clean left hand there and a nice jab to the body. And Tsarukyan returns fire with a body kick. So Tsarukyan ahead in this round with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. Nice body kick there from Gamrot. And again, immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So Gamrot's starting to have more success now. And this is the business end of the round. But Tsarukyan lands another body kick. Minute left to go though. It's another competitive round. It is up for grabs. Tsarukyan's definitely edging Gamrot here. But still up for grabs with 45 seconds left to go. Another big body kick there from Tsarukyan. Did you notice that one folded Gamrot? That one folded Gamrot. Gamrot's done a really good job of keeping a poker face, but that body kick hurt him. He was folded there. Kind of bent over and then immediately recovered. So the body kicks have really been the story of this round. They've been the most impactful, effective strikes. Gamrot hasn't landed too much that's that clean. And you can see Tsarukyan's just edging him in this round. 10 seconds left to go. Gamrot did a good job of slipping that body kick. Gamrot's right hand missed. And the body kick missed. So another round for Tsarukyan there. A close competitive round. But again, just because a round is close and competitive doesn't mean that you can't score it correctly. And for me, those body kicks that Tsarukyan were hammering Gamrot with were by far the most impactful strikes. You see one on the replay there. One of those body kicks in the final minute of the round even folded Gamrot briefly. He did a really good job of immediately recovering and trying to, keep a poker face. He's tough as nails. He didn't show any signs of that body kick affected him. But by far the more effective strikes in that round were Tsarukyan. And so with grappling being pretty much a nothing burger, nothing happened, got to go Tsarukyan in round 2. So Tsarukyan's up 2 rounds here. Let's get into the third round and see how that one goes. So sync up round 3 for me. It started 2 minutes and 54 seconds. That's 2 hours and 54 minutes actually. 2 hours 54 minutes on Fight Pass. Let's get round 3 going. Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. So round 3 is a round that a lot of people seem to have scored for Gamrot. Watching the fight back live, I scored it for Tsarukyan. So it's going to be very interesting to watch this fight back in the cold light of day to see who won this round. So start of round 3. Here we go. Let's see what happened. This is one of the swing rounds that people had for Gamrot. So again, round 3 starting in a similar way to round 2, where Gamrot kind of blitzing forward, but Tsarukyan doing a really good job of making him miss. So all that's really landed so far in this round is a nice outside leg kick from Tsarukyan. Good head movement there from Gamrot. 3-strike combination from Tsarukyan. He slipped everything, but then Tsarukyan follows up with a couple of jabs. And you can see Gamrot's really had a tough time landing on Tsarukyan. You can see there he comes forward, loads up on that right hand, but Tsarukyan does a really good job of disrupting that blitzing attack with a stiff jab. Now Gamrot fishing for a single leg, doesn't get near it though. Good balance again from Tsarukyan to clear his legs. So Tsarukyan again outstriking Gamrot in this round. Gamrot lands a nice stiff jab there, but Tsarukyan with just a little bit more volume in the first minute and a half of this round. And again, Tsarukyan just slipping those jabs as Gamrot tries to blitz forward. Slipping that lead left hand. Slips that jab. Done a really, really good job of making Gamrot miss. Nice inside leg kick there from Tsarukyan, but Gamrot follows up with a nice right hand to back Tsarukyan up. That's one of the cleanest, hardest shots that Gamrot's landed in this fight. So Gamrot now shoots a double leg. Tsarukyan pops back up, but Gamrot keeps the body lock. Gamrot now drives Tsarukyan into the cage, and you can see Tsarukyan fighting to break the grip of Gamrot. Tsarukyan tries to turn into Gamrot, and you can see Gamrot with a very, very tight body lock here as we approach the midway point of the round. But remember, you have to have an end product. You have to have a result of this grappling. So right now, it's great that Gamrot has this position, but he hasn't established a dominant position off this. Just body lock, clinch control. It's not a dominant position. You've got to do damage here. You've got to obtain a dominant position. You've got to attack with submissions. Gamrot is kind of just holding on to Tsarukyan here. This position won't score that high. So now he's dragged Tsarukyan to the ground and he's looking to take the back. One hook in on the left side. Tsarukyan's doing a good job of keeping his right side tight to the cage though, which makes it difficult for Gamrot to get the second hook in. And Tsarukyan's popped back up to his feet. So, minute and 45 left to go in the round. Tsarukyan breaks the grip, turns into Gamrot. So that position doesn't score that high because Gamrot didn't achieve anything with that position. You know, just holding on to your opponent in a clinch is not a dominant position. No submission attempts, no damage done there. Wasn't effective grappling. And so with a minute and 30 left to go in this round is still up for grabs. Very, very close round. Gamrot's winning this round up until this point, but not by a very wide margin. And remember, immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So this final minute and a half of this round now is huge. And we can see Tsarukyan landing some nice boxing combinations. So the final minute and a half in this round is huge because neither guy has really done a lot up until this point. So where we've got that wording in the scoring criteria, immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect, this is where one of these guys can finish this round strong, really put their stamp on the round. So you can see Tsarukyan fishing for that nice spinning back kick for Tsarukyan. That's probably the most significant strike to land in this round. Nice right hand there from Tsarukyan as well. Nice clean right hand. Beautiful body kick from Tsarukyan. Heavy, clean body kick there from Tsarukyan. Another big body kick. Stiff left hand from Tsarukyan. And he makes Gamrot miss on that outside leg kick. Wow. Okay, so this is crazy. This is crazy. So when I was watching this fight live, I felt really, really, really strongly that Tsarukyan won the first 3 rounds of this fight. And then after the fight, when I went on social media, I couldn't understand how so many people had scored round 3 for Gamrot. But after the fight, you know, some of the action in the rounds all gets jumbled up. So even though I'm scoring the fight round by round as it's happening, by the end of the fight, you can kind of start to second guess yourself and be like, well, did Tsarukyan win round 3? Like, I can't remember what happened in each round by the end of the fight. But going back and watching that round in the cold light of day, that is the most dominant round of the fight for Tsarukyan so far. Because in the first sort of 2 minutes, the striking is very, very close. Gamrot slightly edges the striking, I think, in the first 2 minutes, but not by very much. Then Gamrot shoots that takedown, gets the body lock, drives Tsarukyan into the cage, but there's about a minute of stalling. Gamrot doesn't really do a lot. For sure, he does have the body lock, and he is holding Tsarukyan against the cage, but remember the definitions of effective striking and grappling in the scoring criteria. It's not effective grappling unless you do something with it. You've got to do damage. You've got to obtain a dominant position. You've got to attack with submissions. Gamrot didn't do any of those things. And then when they broke from the clinch and got back to kickboxing range, there was a long time left in that round. There was a minute and a half in that round to go. And you've got to remember what the scoring criteria says. Immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So Gamrot didn't really edge Tsarukyan in striking that much. It was only a tiny little edge. Didn't do anything with his grappling. So with a minute and a half left to go, if Gamrot continues to perform reasonably well and kind of just stay a little bit ahead of Tsarukyan, for sure, that's enough for Gamrot to win that round. But with a minute and a half left to go, when immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect, Tsarukyan's not going to have to do much to negate the grappling that Gamrot didn't achieve anything with, and the slight edge, tiny edge that Gamrot had in striking. And in the final minute and a half of that round, we saw Tsarukyan land 2 really powerful shots to the head, 2 big power punches. That spinning back kick that landed in the sternum here, landed around this area on Gamrot and backed him up, and also landed 2 big body kicks. That is the most dominant round of the fight so far for Tsarukyan. That is the easiest round of the fight so far to score. That is a clear round for Tsarukyan. Like, if you if you are not watching this fight back with us and you scored round 3 for Gamrot, go and watch it back. There's no way you can give Gamrot round 3. So when we see the judges have unanimously scored round 3 for Gamrot, that is fucking wrong. There's no way you can score that round for Gamrot. That is a clear round for Tsarukyan. So I've got Tsarukyan up 3 rounds here, clear. And Gamrot should be in a position by now where he needs a finish in order to win. Because Tsarukyan's up on the scorecards big time. It is a very, very, very bad scorecard to give round 3 to Gamrot. Very bad. I do not understand how you score round 3 for Gamrot. If you read this and you score round 3 for Gamrot after reading this and watching it back, please explain to me in the comments how you give round 3 to Gamrot, because I do not understand the justification. So let's get round, what round are we on? Let's get round 4 going now. So by this point, Gamrot should need a finish in order to win. So round 4 starts in exactly 3 hours and 18 seconds on Fight Pass. Let's get this round 4 going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Let's see what we've got. Let's go. Whoops. There we go, we're back. So, round 4. Now, Gamrot this time opens up the round with 2 stiff right hands, shoots a beautifully timed double leg takedown, drives Tsarukyan into the cage, but Tsarukyan's got that underhook on the left side, which is making it impossible for Gamrot to get in on his legs and hips and try to upset his balance. And you can see most of the scores flashing up in the bottom left. I think I had it 30-27 Tsarukyan. Someone had it 29-28 Gamrot, but perhaps they weren't really paying attention or don't understand the scoring criteria. So in the first 3 rounds, at the start of every round, we've seen Tsarukyan do a really good job of making Gamrot miss. What's different about this round is that now when Gamrot is coming forward, instead of Tsarukyan kind of slipping back and circling away and making Gamrot miss like he did in the first 3 rounds, now we're seeing Tsarukyan get caught a little bit more flat-footed, and we're seeing Gamrot in that right hand clean and hard, which is why you're starting to see some damage underneath the left eye of Tsarukyan. So this is a far better round for Gamrot. He's outstriking Tsarukyan here and landing some really good shots. And you can see the footwork has just become flatter for Tsarukyan here, which is why Gamrot is having more success landing that right hand. Wow, big knockdown from Tsarukyan. So that's huge, right? Big spinning back fist or spinning back elbow to drop Gamrot. And so Tsarukyan is winning this big at the moment. A knockdown's obviously one of the most significant things that can score in MMA. So with 3 minutes left to go in this round, that is a huge knockdown, and Gamrot has now got a lot of catching up to do. So Gamrot gets the body lock again. Tsarukyan trying to scramble over to the cage, which he does. And now we find ourselves in a similar position to what we saw in round 2, where Gamrot is using his body lock to hold Tsarukyan against the cage and control him. Tsarukyan does a really good job though of digging that underhook on the left side, breaking that body lock and getting the fight back to kickboxing range. So we're at the midway point of the round and Tsarukyan is up huge. That knockdown here is absolutely massive. Gamrot has got a lot of work to do to make up for that knockdown. And you see a nice body kick there from Tsarukyan. But you can see Tsarukyan is slowed here. He's a little bit sloppier in these exchanges. Because Tsarukyan is slower and he's not quite as sharp now, you can see Gamrot having more success in these exchanges. But Tsarukyan lands a nice combination there. Nice body kick as well. Misses on that combo. And you can see Gamrot, sensing that Tsarukyan is slowing, is starting to take control of the centre of the octagon now and put more pressure on Tsarukyan. But Gamrot hasn't landed that much. So with the knockdown, Tsarukyan is still up big here with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. Tsarukyan gets the better of that exchange, slips the punches of Gamrot, lands a body kick, follows up with a nice 2-punch combination. Brilliant body kick there from Tsarukyan as well. And Gamrot drives through that body kick and takes Tsarukyan down against the cage. So now we're in a position where Gamrot has got the body lock again that he's been able to use to hold Tsarukyan against the cage. He hasn't established a dominant position yet though, and Tsarukyan pops back up to his feet. Tsarukyan's got that underhook on the right side, which he's going to look to turn into Gamrot and break the grip. And this is a huge round for Tsarukyan, with the knockdown, landing the boxing combinations and the big body kick. This is a big round for Tsarukyan here. With only 50 seconds left to go, Gamrot has got a lot of work to do to rescue this round. So you can see he's trying to take the back here, but he can't get 2 hooks in. He's only got 1 hook in on the left side. 35 seconds left to go. Now he's got 2 hooks in. No, he's only got 1 hook in. And so he doesn't have full back control yet. He's trying to flatten Tsarukyan out for full back control so he can fish for the rear naked choke. But Tsarukyan's done a really good job of stopping him from getting that second hook in on the right side. And now Gamrot's tying the legs up Khabib style. 10 seconds left to go. Big round for Tsarukyan. Big round. So Tsarukyan's up 4 rounds to none here. You cannot score that round for Gamrot. If you look at look at that body kick. Look at the spinning elbow to drop Gamrot. So in round 4, Tsarukyan has outstruck Gamrot with his boxing combinations, landed 2 or 3 big body kicks again, and scored a knockdown off a spinning back fist. Gamrot, with about 1.5 minutes left to go in that round, tried to obtain dominant positions and take Tsarukyan down, but again, he didn't achieve anything with his grappling. He did drive Tsarukyan into the cage and held him against the cage for a little bit, and he did actually get a takedown in this fight. He did obtain a dominant position, but when he got to Tsarukyan's back, he only had back control for about 20-25 seconds, and he couldn't get both hooks in. Tsarukyan did a really good job of defending that position. So Gamrot didn't achieve very much with his grappling. You can't score that round based on, Gamrot's effective grappling, because nothing significant happened on the ground. He didn't have Tsarukyan in any trouble. He didn't attack with submissions. He didn't do any damage on the ground. Whereas on the feet, we've got to score the round in favour of Tsarukyan's effective striking, because he scored a knockdown. He landed some nice boxing combinations, and he hammered Gamrot to the body with those body kicks. So Tsarukyan should be up 4 rounds here, and this is turning into an absolute fucking robbery. When I watched the fight live, I was really, really confident that Tsarukyan had won most of the rounds, had won the fight pretty clear. But watching this fight back in the cold light of day, this is a fucking disgraceful decision, and Tsarukyan should be up 4 rounds to none here. I've got no idea how you would score any of these first 4 rounds for Gamrot. This is a fucking stonewall robbery that should be investigated, and I'm fucking fuming. Anyway, let's get into this 5th round and see if Gamrot wins the 5th, right? Can Gamrot win just 1 round? We'll take a look. Let's get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm actually fucking mad. I'm not mad. Oh, sorry. False start. I didn't sync it up. Sorry, guys. I'm getting quite mad, actually. Getting quite pissed off. This is a really, really bad robbery, and I'm annoyed for lots of reasons, man. I'm annoyed because the judges got it wrong and they screwed Tsarukyan over. A fighter that fought his absolute ass off, only to be robbed by 3 fucking idiots at cage side. I'm annoyed for that reason. But I'm also annoyed at all the people, the apologists, that make excuses for the judges and try and justify these decisions. When I go online on Twitter and I see people say it was a close fight, I scored over Gamrot, it wasn't a robbery, I can see why Gamrot won. Fuck off. We should be demanding excellence. You should have more respect for Tsarukyan, who deserved to win this. He's up 4 fucking rounds. I don't care if the rounds were close and competitive. It was very easy to score those first 4 rounds. We should be demanding excellence. We should be hounding the UFC to do something about the problem of judging. These judges should be investigated. How are they scoring fights this badly? How do you give any of the first 4 rounds to Gamrot? How do you score the Zhumagulov versus Molina fight, 30-27 Molina? How do you score the Frey Demopolis fight, 30-27 Demopolis? It's a fucking disgrace, and we need to stop making excuses for it, all be unified, and actually speak out on how bad this level of corruption is. It's either extreme corruption or extreme incompetence, but the judges are a fucking disgrace, and they've got this one badly wrong. Let's get into round 5. Starts at 3 hours 6 minutes. Get it going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm fucking pissed off, man. This is not a difficult fight to score. This is a very, very easy fight to score. And Tsarukyan's up 4 rounds here. I cannot accept any other scorecard other than Tsarukyan being up 4-0. It's impossible. Like, if you love grappling, if you absolutely love grappling and you want to totally ignore the knockdown, you want to totally ignore the effective striking of Tsarukyan, sure, give Gamrot round 4, whatever. If you think him not even managing to fully take Tsarukyan's back at the end of that round constitutes him winning round 4, whatever. But Tsarukyan's up 4 rounds here. He started this round with a nice outside leg kick, which has dropped Gamrot. Well, not dropped him, but buckled his leg. So a minute in, based off that hard outside leg kick that landed, Tsarukyan's winning this round as well. When I watched this fight live, I did score it 50-45 Tsarukyan. And I was amazed that no one else had it 50-45. So now watching it back in the cold light of day, I'm getting very annoyed. It seems like most people that watch MMA have no fucking clue how to score fights, including the judges, which is really scary, since it's their fucking job. So beautiful deep double leg takedown there from Gamrot, and he gets right back to that body lock position that he's had in the second, the third and the fourth round. And now you can see Tsarukyan looking tired and demoralised and a little bit frustrated as well. Gamrot has got that the right leg of Tsarukyan tied up, and he still has this body lock position. But Tsarukyan's doing a good job of keeping his back tight to the cage, slowly slipping that right leg out of trouble and using the cage to wall walk back up to his feet. And every once in a while, Gamrot's doing a good job of landing a clean hard shot with that right hand. He's generating quite a lot of power on those right hands. And now Tsarukyan back up to his feet, trying to turn into Gamrot. But Gamrot's still holding him in this position off the body lock. Tsarukyan now trying to break the grip. Now he's got that underhook on the right side, and he uses that underhook to once again break Gamrot's grip, get the fight back to the centre of the octagon. So very, very close round here at the moment. Neither guy has achieved too much. We're in the midpoint of the round, and this round is very much up for grabs here. Very competitive round with neither guy really pulling ahead of the other. Gamrot shoots a takedown, double underhooks for Tsarukyan, and both guys back to the middle of the octagon. So 2.5 minutes, this round is up for grabs here. It's razor close at the moment. Big body kick from Tsarukyan. Nice right hand from Tsarukyan. Another big body kick from Tsarukyan. And remember, this is the business end of the round now. Immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. So all that kind of holding against the cage from Gamrot can be negated now with more effective striking, more effective grappling from either guy. Nice right hand there from Gamrot. Tsarukyan went to throw a body kick and Gamrot countered it. Gamrot now in on a single leg, doesn't get anywhere near it. Tsarukyan sprawling out of there. Gamrot hasn't given up on it yet, but with 1.5 minutes left to go, Tsarukyan is outstriking Gamrot here. Very, very close round. This is the closest round of the fight. Gamrot's having a lot more success landing, but Tsarukyan's still slightly outstriking him. But then the grappling control that Gamrot had edges it a little bit for me here. Because Tsarukyan hasn't achieved tons with his striking. But with 1 minute left to go, this round is still definitely up for grabs here. Immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. Who's going to go for it at the end of this round? Big body kick from Tsarukyan. Gamrot lands a glancing right hand. Nice, straight, stiff, hard jab there from Gamrot. One of the cleanest punches he's landed in this fight. Another nice right hand there from Gamrot. 40 seconds left to go. Gamrot does a good job of slipping that combination from Tsarukyan. Razor close round. I've got Gamrot slightly ahead here. Beautiful deep double leg takedown there from Gamrot. Amazing deep double leg there. But Tsarukyan immediately back up to his feet, so that takedown doesn't score very high. Tsarukyan tries to roll out of there. 20 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left. Immediate impact outweighs cumulative effect. Gamrot finishing the round stronger. And I've got round 5 for Gamrot. Very, very interesting fight. Very, very, very interesting fight. I've got that 4 rounds to 1. Clear as day for Arman Tsarukyan. Round 5 was the only round up for debate. I think that was a super close, super competitive round. I scored round 5 for Gamrot because over the entire round he kind of just outworked Tsarukyan. Wasn't like either guy did anything huge, hugely effective in round 5. But Gamrot, definitely the busier, more active fighter. He definitely outworked Tsarukyan in round 5 across the entire 5 rounds as well. I think one thing that really cost Gamrot in this fight was some of those rounds. He did well in the first half of the round, but then enabled Tsarukyan to finish the round stronger, which is what really cost him. But I don't see any fucking way in this universe, if you interpret the scoring criteria correctly, that you could score that for Mateus Gamrot. It's an awful, awful, awful decision. And that should be, absolute worst 3 rounds to 2 for Tsarukyan, winning the first, second and third. But 4 rounds to 1 all day long. I hope that a lot of you have watched this fight back with me and scored it round by round like I have, following the criteria. And if you have, let me know what you think in the comments below. Who did you score this fight for? Let me know how you scored this fight round by round. But please, only drop your scores in the comments if you actually watched this back and took a close look at it like we did. Don't work from hazy memories, because your mind will play tricks on you. Watch it back in the cold light of day. Review the scoring criteria. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, and see how you felt. But yeah, this is a very, very bad decision. And like I say, we're seeing 2 or 3 very bad decisions on every single UFC card at the moment, and nothing is being done about it. This affects fighters. It affects their ability to earn money. It derails their careers. Look how demoralized Tsarukyan is here. He didn't have to win. He knows he won. He felt he won. He only got paid half of what he should got paid here because the judges robbed him. Absolute disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. This was a robbery. I saw a lot of people online saying it was a close fight, there was no robbery. Fuck off and learn how to score fights. This was a goddamn stonewall robbery. Horrendous decision. And yeah, man, these fighters are getting screwed because the judges are doing, not doing their job. There's no accountability. No one's trying to fix the problem, and it's just getting worse and worse. So my tiny little way to make a difference is to try and draw attention to how bad these decisions are, how corrupt they are, how incompetent they are. Hopefully will drive a little bit of change. Probably won't have any impact at all, but if you're not doing anything, then you're probably part of the problem, right? So if you want me to do more videos like this, where every week I'll come here, review some of the bad decisions we've had on the previous card, going through the fight round by round to break down why the decisions were as bad as they were, let me know and we'll do more of these videos. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you later on in the week when I'll be dropping a breakdown video for UFC 276. Nice one, guys. Bye.